Now, to bring something like that to where you live, were you living in the space already or no?
We were living in, we moved in and there was 2 lots and we already knew one would be where we lived and the one next door would be the theater.
Were you nervous that this is where your family is, that late nights would happen and it'd be noisy for a 2-year-old, let alone, as she grew up, a 7-year-old, a teenager? I watched people take stuff out of their vaginas on stage. And, I watched comedians like Christian Finnegan, Mark Maron, et cetera. But I also watched really somebody crack an egg in her vagina. I watched people drink their own pee. I watched beautiful poetry. I watched dancing. Was that something that you thought of before deciding that, in terms of like, this is where my daughter's going to be. She's going to need to go to school at some point, that kind of thing. It's very not traditional.
Right. Yeah. Well, what you're describing is the open mic scene, and that came later. But there was some straight theater too, and it was really the open mic that started making things, where things truly got, eccentric.